Hey, Coach, nice win. I just wanted to talk to you first and foremost about the stops by your D there in the fourth quarter. Getting 2 turnovers on fumbles and then the turnover on downs, especially maybe the spark that Josh seemed to infuse into the entire team, that punch out.
Yeah, I think the mentality changed in the second half, Chris, to your point. Leslie dialed up some good defenses in the second half, and the players responded. They really did. I mean, you mentioned a couple of the instances in particular. The 4th down stop was big for us, and then Q Jeff's sack fumble as well as Josh's. Josh has, really ignited the turnover situation there. So good to see. I'm really proud of the defense, the way they responded. With more work to do, obviously, for us as a team.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
Hey, Sean, Josh Reed, congrats on improving to 4-0.
Thanks, Josh.
How concerned are you with the 3rd down efficiency on defense and getting the Raiders off the field?
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought they did a good job. I'll give them credit, but we got to do a better job. So I got to look at the film just to see exactly where it was. But we were trying to make some calls in there. They were out executing us, out operating us, and we didn't have the rush we needed. And so I thought we did a better job in the second half. Josh, to your point, and it's something that we have to continue to look at because we did have them in some 3rd and longs in the first half there.
Josh Norman, first game as a Bill, makes a pretty good impact on the game, in particular that turnover. Did you kind of sense the momentum swing on that big play?
Yeah, and the mentality too, right? I mean, that's what part of what Josh brings to our team, our defense in this case. And when we can score points and we can take the ball away, you're tough to beat when you do that.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Safe travels.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Josh.
Hey, Sean, John Scott. Similarly to that's the reason you brought Josh Norman on board. Are the grabs and impact that Stefon Diggs are making, is this what you envisioned when that deal was made?
With you talking about with Diggs, you said?
Yeah, Stefon.
Yeah, I mean, you look, the one play that stands out, I mean, there's many of them, but the one where he went up down the middle of the field there with Josh through the post route and went up and got it in a contested ball situation, 50-50 ball, and it was clear. But he plays so strong. He's got that dog mentality, the attitude that rubs off on our football team. So I love that.
And is obviously his skill set, but that play, aside from the yardage it gained, what does it do for the mentality of the team and the momentum on the offensive side?
Yeah, I mean, again, the mentality, same with what Josh Norman brings to our team, right? That mentality, that dog mentality. I mean, it's highly competitive. Those two in particular are highly competitive young men that love to play the game. They're passionate about the game, and they let their personality show. That was great to see the fire,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, congrats on the win.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So I know you don't want to ever see this again, probably for the rest of the time that you're coaching Josh Allen, but to see him re-enter a game after a scary injury and still play at the high level that he was playing prior to the injury, including, going under all those big bodies for the touchdown. What does that say to you about him?
He loves to win. He's a competitor, man. He's a competitive sucker, and he loves to win. And I can't say enough about him. I mean, he loves to play the game, loves to win, and he puts his heart, soul, and body into everything, in this game. I mean, why would you, as a teammate, how could you not love him, So we can play smarter in some situations, though, too. And I'm sure, we'll go back to work on that this week.
And one more, just in terms of he was talking to us about just the way he's seeing things, and I know John Scott asked a great question about a basketball player, where it feels like the hoop gets larger when you're really dialed in and seeing the field. It's looking like that with him, seeing things so well, and I know it's work and it's harder than it looks, but he's making it look easier especially as a guy who knows defense, who comes from a defensive background like you. When you see the way he's doing things against what defenses are trying to do to stop him, how impressive has that been to you to date?
Yeah, and just, early in year 3 at this point, right, Vic? So they're trying to throw a lot of different looks at him, and that just gives him good experience. I mean, we did that in training camp. Brian would tell you, Dable, and Leslie Frazier would tell you, we went out of our way in training camp to make sure we gave him different looks, and that, I think, helped. But at the end of the day, you got to do it come game time. He's done that, and I think that when the offense can be on the same page, right? That being that alignment is critical, right? That whether communication wise, execution, I mean, it's all important, Vic, as you know.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, Adam Bonini, WGRZ TV. I know you've just finished this game, but I'm sure you've been following the situation in Nashville, looking ahead to the Titans next week. How much concern do you have about that situation and the outbreak down there, and some of the decisions, how and when they get made as we look toward this week?
Yeah, I thought it was a mental challenge for our team. We were being asked about it, kind of, the back third of our week last week, and the guys, they know who's next on the schedule, and to then come out here and focus like they did, I thought showed a lot. And then to your question, I'm concerned. I mean, when people are sick, we're concerned, whether it's a competitor or not. So we hope that everyone is doing okay on their end or improving. That said, I'm honestly, like you said, I'm just getting done this game, sitting in my locker with my luggage next to me here. So I'm sure I'll be, we've been monitoring it. Our operations people, Brandon and Beam as well, have been monitoring it. And I'm sure they'll brief me when I get on the plane as to where things are.
Thank you, Sean.
Sure.
Safe trip.
Thank you.